Well, hello there. Good Lord, what a weird camera angle that is today. Hmm. I'll make do, I guess. I'm all by myself. My guy's gone. My tech people's gone. I'm shooting this from a phone on a tripod. I don't even have my mics connected because I'm a pro. How are you guys doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I don't know how long I'll be here. I just thought I would come sit with you on this fine spring morning and enjoy a nice chicken wrap. Takes getting used to. I'm going to try to hop up here where I can see some comments. As you guys know, those of you that have been with me for a moment or two, I suck at getting to the comments. It always takes like 5 minutes right in the beginning. But everything else seems all right, so hey, it's a start, right? My goal today was to get up to 7 people, and we're at 8. It amazes me every time you guys pop up this early on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. I don't know, man. I'm too lazy. Well, I guess I'm not too lazy. I would probably watch this laying in bed and go, I wish someone would get me, Subway. Yeah. Hold on, I think I found it. No way. And is it going to be muted? That's the big question. As we wait. Today I'm doing the Subway signature chicken wrap. Which kind of signature chicken wrap, Greg? The chicken Caesar. I had to read it. It's rotisserie style, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't put rotisserie or savory rotisserie in the title because something about that kind of sounds gross to me. Am I wrong? Am I right? Who's gonna search that title? Savory rotisserie. I'm not gonna lie, I can't spell rotisserie. I think there's 2 S's. They have software where you can make titles for videos and run it through and it'll tell you how they're doing. It's really sad when certain words are misspelled and they tell you you should misspell your title on purpose. Not gonna do it. Hey, I think I've got what I need, folks. Oh my. Not Aaron. Mr. Akhtar, I try with the name. I do my best. Please forgive me. I do recognize your name, though, every time I see it. Edge Jones. Did you know that Subway's chicken is not 100% chicken? Please don't tell me it's made of mushrooms like Subway. I would rather it was made of tires. Or like cardboard. Or styrofoam. 5 in the morning. See, it's almost more acceptable to be watching a dude eat a chicken sandwich at 5 in the morning because that is within the realm of you still being out from the night before. 7 a.m., you're either an early riser or perhaps you're approaching having a problem. It's just a filler. Baz, you've told me that before. Now, is it Baz or Boz? If I get this right, man, I won't mess it up again. It's 8 a.m. where I'm at. We're in the same time zone. I'm in Arkansas, sir. Where are you that it's almost 8 a.m.? I'm in the next room, Greg. That would be so awesome. I'm a crackhead. Crackhead. You know, why is it that crackheads never got like the stay up all night? Where I'm from in Arkansas, I don't know, for some reason the AI really dislikes the phrase me the head. You can say crackhead, maybe because it's an accepted, I don't know, insult. But if you use the other one, they'll get you. Baz, got it. Oh my God, I was not prepared for that to be green. I read what was on it. I still was not prepared. The camera's so far away. Let's see if I can get something. Hold on. There is not much to this. There we go. Not the usual standard, but what am I going to do? You got guacamole, you got the Caesar dressing, and you got lettuce. I told her everything that's in the picture except tomato if it comes on it. Oh, and like foot cheese. What do you call it? Parmesan cheese is on this as well. $7. Holy hell, that's pretty good. That's not bad, folks. As you can imagine, if you know anything about Caesar dressing and then Parmesan cheese, it's tart. That's my word. I'm glad you got the wrap. I thought it was going to be a small taco-sized wrap. I might give it a try. No, man, I've done a couple of these. I did another one on live stream a while back. It was even bigger than this. It was like, I don't know, like that big. I watched this girl struggle with this thing. She put up a great effort. What kind of beer are you having with it? Well, Rick, if I was enjoying beer, because, you know, alcohol is bad, especially early in the morning, I may go with a fine Keystone, a blatant ripoff of an already not great Coors Light, mostly because it would have been left in my refrigerator. And no matter what anyone ever tells you about an IPA, I don't give a damn about an IPA. The best beer is a free beer. Happy Hanukkah. Watch the Death Wish remake with Bruce Willis was absolute garbage. Die Hard is my favorite film of his. I'm going to go see that film anyway, Boz. Don't hold it against me. Bruce Willis, he's like this with me. I want to go more for the director and see how he does. Going into the movie, though, my thought, looking at the trailer, was it's supposed to be kind of not well made and it's supposed to be kind of trashy. So was that what they hit, or did you think they did a bad job of making a trashy movie? Yeah, it would be Hair of the Dog, man, but I've been up all night working, so it's actually just dog. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's a meme somewhere. They're so proud of the rotisserie chicken, which I guess, like you were saying earlier, Subway has like this, and I'm not going to call it false or a myth. People say their chicken's not all chicken. Kind of like Taco Bell's meat. The texture on this, I don't know. I don't know if I'm liking the rotisserie. Take two. I don't know if I'm liking the rotisserie texture. Damn. That was rotisserie texture. You give it a try. Especially just out of the blue. A little better that time. Getting used to it. You know, I'm just going to call you NA. You know, NA, I will tell you by the end of the video, it kind of, every time I want to say that, she poured a lot of this dressing on here. You may tell them to do it by a half, because I haven't had it, but 2 times in front of me in line, I've seen this made, and they have like a system for making the dressing, and it's the same every time, or not making the dressing, but putting it on. It's a lot. I think this would be better served if they halved the dressing so you could get maybe the taste of the meat, which I'm only getting, you know, drips and drabs. Official potato chip for me, or I guess in this case corn chip of Subway, always Doritos, not a paid advertisement. As if Doritos would pay a fat guy in a Deadpool shirt drinking a beer to advertise for them. I've been asking anybody that would listen, because I'm hearing complaints everywhere but the people that watch my videos. Are you guys getting jammed up with the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ads on videos? Has that happened to any one of you? Discuss among yourselves why. Chew on this wrap. For you, NA, was it a music video, is what I'm hearing they're doing it on purpose, or was it like a vlog? Because what I think is happening is YouTube basically came out and said, hey, we're going to jam you up with ads and make you want to go pay for the premium. But vloggers and sneaky people that know that YouTube's going to take the blame are now just jamming ads into their stuff, and they're just like, YouTube's doing it. Because it still gives me an option. Like, if you see an ad on my video, now, if you ever see like a 35-minute ad, I've had that happen. I didn't choose that. It asks me if I'd like an ad, gives me like 8 options. I say yes on all of them, just play one. And I always like it if you guys can skip or it's not longer than 15 seconds. And that's the end of like what I do for money. I don't have a Patreon or a shirt or anything. I don't even ask you guys to watch the ads. Maybe once in a while you will, so I'll be able to afford a wrap. That's my whole goal in this game. That's my goal in this game, fam. Fam. Couldn't do a dame this morning. Fam. There we go. That's my goal in this game, fam, is to be able to afford my next wrap. You got to aim high. Speaking of aiming high, I hadn't for a while, but now I've become addicted to watching Dame's channel fall. At the rate he's falling like a stone, another 6 months to 8 months of, free fall, he'll be within spitting distance of us for views. But the report of the week, man, good Lord, that guy has become something. He has surpassed just being a food reviewer. Have you guys noticed this? He made the reading mean comments is over 2 million. He made a video where he sat for 19 minutes and just talked about stuff. Had, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of views. I think this guy is now about to just leave us, lowly food reviewers. It's a bit early for junk food, says that while drinking Mountain Dew. That's it. Oh, I've got some Mountain Dew here too. PUBG and QuickBook ads. Damn. What is a PUBG? You know what I keep getting? I keep getting those Jamaica ads with the woman with a fake Jamaican accent where they're telling you that like Jamaicans are lazy. It's like the most racist, awful commercial ever telling you to come to Jamaica. I keep getting that one over and over and over. I don't know how that works or how they decide, but whatever. Learn something new. Q and I have had this conversation, and he's, I guess because I haven't seen it written out, and he mumbles and walks away while he's talking. He has literally told me that 75 times now, and now, sing it, and hearing his little voice, I understand. But I don't understand why they're advertising the game. You must be watching, like, I don't know, something to do with games, huh, for you to see the ads. You're not seeing it, like, on vlogs or food reviews or music. Then you're seeing it on something that is related to, so the creators are putting the ads and stacking them there. Is that right? I'm just asking for my own self, like, I want to know, because I keep hearing about this, but I keep not seeing it. And like my Twitter's starting to fill up with people complaining about multiple ads. I'm kind of glad Q is not here. Because at this point, he would be looking at me like I had 10 heads and saying, I've told you this and told you this. So now I can act like I heard him. Don't tell him. That tasted like rotisserie chicken. On second thought, yeah, keep the regular dressing. That rotisserie chicken tasted like rotisserie chicken, but that was not outstanding. Oh. A fresh person. Hello, Aiden BMX. Welcome to the channel. How are you today? Personalized service. You don't get this anywhere else. You don't get this on the guy. Look, look, look. You see it? Damn, I'll have to watch a replay. Did you guys see that? It's that time of year. Best food I've reviewed in the last year. I can sure as hell tell you the worst food I've reviewed. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm all right. I'm eating a chicken sandwich, drinking a beer, drinking a water, drinking a Mountain Dew. Doing pretty good. Having some Doritos. Best food we've reviewed in the last year. It's sad, you know. Burger King, what was it, the Farmhouse Burger? Where they had like the breakfast ingredients on it? Just offhand, top of my head, that was the most surprising. Burger King, we've already got like, you know, the low expectation. And then the idea is not a new idea. They've been doing it in bars for years. But the one I had, Burger King, really actually pulled it off pretty much perfectly. So that's my half-assed answer. I'm sure I have a better answer somewhere. This guy, Nick Nimmin, he keeps popping in on my announcements whenever I'm live. I don't care if it's... Nick Nimmin, by the way, guys, if you want to go see Nick Nimmin, he's bald and wears glasses, and he likes to point. What's he pointing at? He has a subscriber Q&A for Nick Nimmin and a big contest announcement. Why am I subscribed to this guy? Were you the first person in your subway? Why do you think people waking up early is a strange thing? It's not strange to wake up early. Well, for me, Saturdays, dude, I would stay up all night or I would be asleep right now. But, like, what are you doing out this early on a Saturday? You hunting? You fishing? Is there an agenda? Or do you just get up and go, my God, what a beautiful day? And then you do what? It's Saturday, man. You sleep. Hopefully sleep off the night before it's fun. Nick Nimmin is one of those how-to-do YouTube good guys. How in the hell did I subscribe to him? Because obviously I don't do YouTube good. The only one of those guys I ever take the time, or a minute of my time, for some reason, is Roberto Blake. Bastard. Every year, springtime, I get one, this is swear to God true, one black ant. And I know you're all going to say, no, it's multiple black ants, Greg. They just only come out one at a time. I'm convinced it's one. And he just made an appearance this year. Anyway, back to Nick Nimmin. Yeah, he's going to tell us how great to do YouTube. And probably averages, what, 8,000 views per video. And then this is where the guy pops up and says, well, Greg, look at your numbers. Bah! I didn't say I was telling you how to make good videos either. Aiden BMX is in the UK. Hey, man, thanks for the Beatles. I say, God, it's a beautiful day, and then I get a notification that Mr. Happy is on live, and I go back inside. I thought you were going to say, go back to bed. Well, thanks, NA. I appreciate that. I don't ever foresee a day, no matter how old I get, and I'm pretty damn old, where I'm just going to roll out of bed on a Saturday and be like, let's do stuff. Unfortunately, the older I get, the less I sleep, so I'm always up. Here's how to fix that. Go to bed at 6 a.m., get up at 10:30. Still feels like you slept in and it's the weekend, and you got all that good time in overnight. See, I am useful. Hold on a minute. 70% chance we're live streaming Monday. God bless you, NA. Here's your barometer. I'm younger than Dame. I'm younger than KBD, but I'm older than Matt Zion. Boom. Went to bed at 9 and woke up at 4. Those are some Q hours. Homeboy sleeps the weirdest hours ever. I'll get up at like 5 in the afternoon. Remember, I work nights. And he'll be in bed for the day like it's a Little House on the Prairie or something. And then he's up at 3 a.m. playing video games and people just think he stayed up all night. I just busted him out. No, he went to bed like Wilford Brimley or something. It's still broad daylight. Time to go to bed. You better live stream. We had fun the other day. He hadn't live streamed in a while. We've just been busy in trying to get him graduated. We're just trying to get him across the finish line. Wherever he's at today, I'm sure that's what he's worried about. I usually stay up till 2 a.m., so last night was different. I've worked night schedule pretty much all my life. Even in college, I was on a night schedule. High school, I just had insomnia. I just couldn't sleep. So something about like I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I just can't sleep during the night. No, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm gonna get eating so we can finish this before noon. A lot of things are funner at night. That's when I do the majority of my gaming if I'm off. There's fewer people to screw with. And it seems like a certain type of people aren't there. You do deal with some drunks. I like to go shopping at night if places are 24 hours. I always find myself at friggin' Walmart though, but Walmart grocery is not bad at 4 a.m. if there's 3 people in there. It's actually pretty okay. Is Q ready for college? Well, here's the thing about that. I personally hope he takes a semester off, maybe 2. When I started college, I was 17 years old, and I had a full ride. I had a full scholarship, and I did it myself. And I went in that first semester, living on my own, and drove myself right into the ground with my grades. Because I didn't know how to study. I never studied in high school. Trust me, he doesn't know how to study. And it's a lot to take in. I'm hoping he takes a year off. Believe it or not, in the overall good, that would do him more good than going. Now his sister, she's all about it. Would you ever do a 1-chip challenge? Yeah. Let me have like 5 beers first. I'd do a 2-chip challenge. Take a shot for us. I don't have anything to shoot today. Thank you, Lord. No, I don't believe I do. Well, the thing about college with me was I loved history, for instance. But to get to the history I wanted to take, I had to go learn about the Nile and people doing stuff with grain and stuff. You know, I do believe history has a huge impact on now. But I'm sorry, me learning about some dudes at the Nile ain't going to impact my life one whit. You roll it back 600 years, I'm all for it, even 1,000 years. But when you go back so far, people are weaving baskets. Why do I need to know that? But I did, and it sucked. He's graduating in like 6 weeks. He doesn't need to test out. There's a big difference between him and me, though. Different times, he needs more credits for one thing. I went credit heavy in 9th and 10th grade, like super heavy. I totally coasted 11th, 12th grade. 12th grade, I had like 3 classes that counted. My day was over by 11:30. I was trying to figure out how we were going to get some of these, spend the rest of the day. I loved being a senior. I never wanted it to end. He hates every second of it and wishes it would end right now. I wish high school taught me how to be a grown-up. It just made me dislike school. Deep thoughts. I don't know how to explain this to you guys because to some people, they look at me like I've got like, I don't know, I'm 10 heads or speak another language. I always loved school. I didn't like going. I didn't like learning. I didn't like the classes, but I loved school because I didn't have to have a job. Excuse me. I ended up getting one, but I knew that I wasn't paying any rent, wasn't doing anything. I actually was self-aware enough to understand what I had. And so the fact that I was done with school by 10:30 or 11:30 and had no responsibility for the rest of the day, I knew wasn't going to last. I loved it. But, you know, I'm a rare breed, I'm told. We have a bit of a problem. Intermission. Let's see how many people I lose in the next 4 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm not using anything I usually use, so my counterbalance isn't here. So I'm literally using an old weight to set things right. It's hard doing YouTubes by yourself. Hey, you guys stuck around. God bless you. I still have half of this to eat. I understand it's Saturday morning. I understand you guys have like yards to rake. I don't know, swimming pools to fill yet? Whatever. No pee, no dump. I went and got a 5-pound weight. If someone would have guessed that, there would have been a prize involved. Speaking of... You guys hear that? Nah, Mike's probably not picking it up. Speaking of dumps, look at that. That's all meat. Round 2. Mark W. enjoys the swimming pool blast. Mark, I live in Arkansas. People got to inflate their pool before they can fill it. My whole family lives in California, though. California, man. Them fools are out there filling up swimming pools right now somewhere, I bet. You aren't even kidding about that. Fill out a check. Forget fill out a check. They don't know how a debit card or an ATM works. Now, I'm not just talking about the 2 people you see here sometimes. I'm talking about people I've encountered that are that age that are mystified by the plastic card that can give you money. It's really, really freaky that they don't have these life skills. But they can do some advanced mathematics that I never could, that I never used, even though I got a college degree and managed businesses. I never needed to be able to work something out 12 places. But hey, that's just me. Pool's probably 99% pee, 1% water. Little known fact, well, I don't know. Some of you that have been watching a while, I'm a germaphobe. Yeah, I eat fast food. I know it's a weird thing. I haven't gone in a public pool or even a private pool in the 2000s maybe. For that reason. Yeah, it's all pee, man. You've swallowed pee. Forget the pee. If you're in a swimming pool with other people, their buttholes are in that pool, man. You're in there floating with some buttholes. Come on, man. No. Now I gotta eat this. People are always obsessed about the pee. They don't ever fucking worry about the butthole marination factor. That's what's causing your eyes to get red. How come no one ever brings that up? They're so obsessed with the pee. I think of the trade, I would rather have a little pee in my eye than some fecal matter if it had to come down to it. Great conversation for the food. When you look at a pool full of people and you go under, you got all them buttholes in your mouth. How you gonna be swimming in that? That's gross. Done grossed myself out. Let's cleanse. And you know so many people don't have good hygiene. A public pool. Ugh. Somebody get my mind off this. Somebody come up with another subject. Anything. That's what kept me alive all these years, sir. Enough alcohol. Almost cleansed. Now to the Mountain Dew. There we go. I know none of you guys have ever heard of this reviewer. I say that. That's horrible. I don't mean it to be mean. He's just, he's somebody that's done it longer than us. He's one of the, like, I don't know, probably if you went back to the age of his channel and how long he has been legit doing reviews. Like, our channel's been around since 2009, but we weren't doing reviews then. Dude by the name of Trav Tries. I talk to him every once in a while. He lives here in Arkansas. If you guys happen to wander over to his channel, excuse me, it's not my story to tell, but it was damned entertaining. Ask him to tell you the story about the random person that he ended up have jump in his car at Taco Bell drive-thru tonight. If he doesn't tell that story over on his channel, I'm going to bring him in here on a live stream and make him tell it here because it was that good. And I know it was good because he told it to me on Facebook Messenger, like the IM, but he was doing it where he was recording it in 1 minute parts. It was like, I don't know, like a book with chapters. It was like 12 minutes long. And he wasn't hesitating. He was ripping through this story. It was the most entertained I've ever been by him. No offense, Trav. So maybe he needs to quit reviewing things and just go drive around at night and pick up random strangers and let things happen and then report back to me for my entertainment. I don't know if he could make ads on that or how that would work, but I would enjoy it personally. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm opening another screen. And I've forgotten my passwords. There we are. How about that Last Jedi? I'm going to tell you guys something I've never told anyone. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it. And from what I understand, I will never watch it. Watched it. Watch it. I quit. I'm tapping. I was happy with the last one. Hell, I was happy with Rogue One. I was super happy with Rogue One. It's rare that, like, the movie we were talking about a while ago, whatever that was, I was like, I'm going to go see it anyway. I don't care what you say, how bad it is. I'm sure it is. Star Wars, I heard the wrong things to hear for me to go see it. So I now have no interest. And when Mark Hamill's saying, I didn't like it, well then, damn. That's not good. Apparently they made a lot of money. I don't know if they made that Black Panther money, but they made some money. And I'm sorry, I do not give two shits about Han Solo's new movie, or Han. Why not make a Lando movie? I mean, he was like an underused character. Billy D. Williams was great, but, you know, he was in like 20 minutes of scenes. It'd be pretty easy for Donald Glover to make that his own instead of go get some poor schmuck and try to make him young Harrison Ford. Bad move. Looking forward to the Deadpool movie, though. I may be the only person, and the numbers I look at all the time indicate I am the only person. I'm way more excited for Deadpool than I am the Avengers movie. Part of that is we know right in the middle, they're not going to, you know, they're going to literally take a 4-hour movie and cut it in half and say, wait a year. That kind of tempers my excitement right off the bat. Oh, hell yeah, I forgot, huh? What's funny about that is, like, I'm not that diehard Deadpool comic book guy. You guys may know I've got thousands of comic books. There's times that he is so poorly written, I don't read it. A lot in the last probably 6-8 years, his own title, I haven't enjoyed. I like him in other people's stuff more than I do in his own. He wasn't a guy. But he'll get the point. He'll know. Trust me. If me and him were actually talking, just because why not? This summer, we're trying to set a date where he's going to come over and just hang out. We'll do like a live stream one night. Maybe me, him, and Q, and maybe one other person that does some videos. Just sit around and shoot the shit. And if I can get him to tell that story, or if I have the recording, I could play the recording in parts and then have him tell us. Because, let me just say it like this. He was still like adrenalized when he was telling the story. You could hear his voice. Oh. Classic. I don't always wake up on Saturdays to watch food reviews, but when I do, it's Mr. Happy 0121. God bless you, sir. And God bless you for not saying it's a mukbang. Because it's not. What side of the road do you drive on? The one that doesn't have a car coming directly at me under any circumstance. Wherever I am in the world, the lane I'm in is the one where there's no cars coming at me. That's a good rule of thumb for wherever you're at. See where the cars are, and then don't hit them. Yeah, I know about, is the guy that plays on Twitch also is he the 1227? Is it the same guy, or are we all now up to 3 Mr. Happies? I think it's the same guy. I think it's 1227. Sorry, guys. Just chewing. Yeah, it's him. I've never watched him on Twitch, but I have watched his gaming videos on here, just out of curiosity. Because, come on, man. Who the hell names themselves Mr. Happy? That's about the 5th lamest name you could put. So I'm like, it may not say food, but I've got this name on lock. Nope. Mr. Happy 1227. I know exactly why, though, see. He was just like me. Mr. Happy 0121 was a gamer tag. And I just kept it. I heard Boogie say one time that his name was a gamer tag. You can tell, like, people that have been on this thing a long time and never expected anything to happen, just kept gamer tags. Yeah, if you go, like, type in Mr. Happy in the search, bastard always beats me. Which he should. He has more views. And more subs. And produces more daily videos. There you go. I don't know, those of you watching, how many of you really pay attention to the channel or what's up. But have any of you run across any of our secret channels yet? People are starting to find them now. I have one that's not food related that I think I'm going to go ahead and announce in a week or two because, according to Social Blade, it's a more popular channel than this one. I do, Rick, and like I always say, do you have any social media? You hit me with a social media, I can tell you how to get a hold of us, and I'll give you that P.O. box. I don't like to put it out because, you know, people be sending weird stuff, especially in Texas right now. Look at me with 21 viewers. Something to be proud of. You know, it's weird. I guess you can do this same thing at night and bump up 20 more easily. You can hit 40 viewers live streaming, say, between like 8 p.m. and midnight. Hell, Rick, you could probably hit like, I don't know, 50. Because there's people looking for it. This time of day, I don't know that there's anybody live streaming. I don't know there's anybody looking for it. So you find, folks. Good for you. Maybe I'll make a cottage industry and be the only early morning streamer until somebody figures out I'm getting views. I've only done a couple food reviews. Just try to give it a try. One of my recipe videos is top rated though. Okay, I gotta ask. Top rated in what way? Like when you type in a couple keywords, it pops up like high? And have you guys ever studied any of how that works? It's moderately interesting how you can get people to watch your videos. Fish head tacos. I'll do fish head tacos if I can get E&K to come down here and do them with me. That's pretty good. Spy. I'll tell you the secret. And people go, what do you know? Your video gets 300 views. Maybe. But open another window, pull up our videos, and then go to like reverse it. Like top views, and then go down and look at some of the garbage we've got views with. I can tell you how to get views. I can tell you food reviews, that's a hard mountain to climb. There are some things that you can do that people never focus on. Damn this chicken, hold on. Would it kill a brother to get a toothpick? people focus real hard on YouTube. And YouTube is huge, but YouTube is very competitive. What you can focus on that nobody ever thinks about, except them guys making those videos telling you how to get 1 billion views, but nobody really ever does it. Focus on Google. You've got something when you go type something into Google, and it's not just for videos, but you come across #1. And I've seen that happen several times with our videos, and those are videos that end up doing like millions. When you can hit #1 on just Google itself, dude, you're printing money. It's really cool to be top 5 YouTube, but say, I'm trying to think in terms of how to phrase it. Like, people trust Google so friggin' much, it's scary. We've put up stuff that was supposed to be funny or open a car door with a potato. That was #1 on Google in the world for about 6 weeks to open a locked car door. People would see it was a potato and would still come here thinking the potato is magically going to open a car door. The way you do your tags for YouTube, do them for Google. It'll trade over, but if you focus on doing tags for Google, you're going to, trust me, in the long run, where our videos low end early and then you go back later and you go, how'd they get all these thousands of views? They keep coming up in searches because nobody watches early on. You don't want that. Were you around, David, when people used to do that on every thumbnail, and then you would go to the video and it'd be a fat guy like me? I'm sorry, I don't care how good the video was. If I had cleavage in the thumbnail and I click over and it's a fat dude, you're done. Do you use, God, I feel like a commercial, but we're just talking. Do you use TubeBuddy? Now I sound like Roberto Blake. He's not sleeping, actually. I don't know where he is, but that's okay. He's an adult, legally. I know he's awake because we talked just before I went live. And basically, our goal, we were discussing when we're going to do a live stream. That's why I was hesitant to say Monday. It may be Sunday if he feels up to it. Let me ask you. And again, if you guys are bored, jump in and ask a question. How have you found it's better with ranking keywords? I'm not trying to bust your balls. I want to learn. If you know something I don't, I'm always open to it. I use TubeBuddy on 2 channels. I use vidIQ on 2 channels. And then I just guess on another channel. By and large, using the same strategy on all of them, TubeBuddy seems to perform a little better. Hotel breakfast food reviews. Dude. I'm trying to think of the ceiling on that. That's funny. That's the kind of thing I would review if I won the lottery. I would not quit making videos if I won like 500 million in the lottery. I would continue to make videos, but it would be something obscenely just, yeah, pinpoint where no one else in the world was doing it. The market is wide open. I'm trying to think. I had a couple ideas, but not that one, that I would like to do if I could ever just do something really obscure. We both laugh at that, but you know, if you were serious, report of the week serious, in earnest, and did that, it would probably hit because people hadn't seen it. Here's where I asked that, Side Spy. I never take it for granted from the person selling me the service how their tags are ranking. I don't take it from TubeBuddy. I don't take it from vidIQ. Of course they're going to say that they're this or that. Part of the reason we have these secret channels, something I like to do, is I'll take 2 videos and label them and tag them completely different, but it's the same video, and I'll run them up against each other on similar small channels, say less than 100 subscribers, and I'll watch them, and I'll see what builds and what doesn't. I don't understand why more people don't do this. Maybe they do and they just don't talk about it. But you'll never understand YouTube unless you see it from like every angle. One of the best ways to understand YouTube, I don't care who you are, have at least one video get a few million views where you see where YouTube goes to another level with a video. Like the way they treat you down here, and then the way they treat you at like 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million. It's very different. I can only imagine what people that are getting hundreds of millions of views are seeing, because the difference is like breathtaking. Are you ever going to do more Mountain Dew videos, or have you run out of ideas? You never run out of ideas, and there's always another Mountain Dew. And so when there's another Mountain Dew, oftentimes there's another idea. It's just, this will sound lame, but man, the wind's got to be blowing just right for one of those videos. We got to feel like it. We've got to have an idea. We've got to have the time to do it. It's so much easier to sit down at a table and eat food. But yeah, Mountain Dew video. Go look up the boiling Mountain Dew. I think it's over 100,000. You do anything with Mountain Dew and you're patient, people will come. That's the other thing. And Ian K is a master of this. He's been hitting it with Burger King. That's why I say, man, he golfs with the president or something. You get an item, you get in early. You get in first. Even if your tags are crap, you kind of set the market for the tags, because the information's coming from your tags, which rates your tags high. So you first. The next thing that happens is when the big names come in, you're pulled right down the stream with them. There is something to be said. That's why so many food reviewers will break their ass to get in there first. And I've done it before, but I've seen it at the end of the day, if I'm patient, at the end of the race, the video is going to, if it was going to get 9,000 views, whether it got them very early or very late, it still pretty much has the same amount. It just, when you put your stuff in real early, you get them like top end quick. Yeah, I had one video explode a couple weeks ago. Define explode, what'd it do? See, when you make videos that are about topics that could happen, that's always open. The black snow. Anytime it snows, I made like a 90-second video. I took a lighter, I put it to some snow, and I talked about it. Anytime it snows, that video, I won't say it blows up, but it goes from like 100 views a month to 100 views an hour for 4 or 5 days, which is a nice little jump. And then it'll die again until there's a major snowstorm. We made one years ago a layer drink for 4th of July. One day a year, that video is golden. It's like 8 years old. But on that one day, we're going to get our 3,000 views out of that video. Did you ever do the one chip challenge? We tried like 5 times. We were going to mess with it with Chester at some point, and you couldn't get the chips anywhere, and then the chips were like 80 to 100 bucks online, and no. The thing about those kind of challenges, it's all what hits you and how it hits you and why it hits you. It's roll the dice. Don't mess with it now. But when that video starts to taper, you go back in and rerun those tags. You can keep that video going for a long time if you just keep running those tags every time it starts to taper down. I said this on video the other day, and then the snow video happened. We have some horrible videos. If you go back 10 years, like 3 pixel, no sound, but there's not a video that we've ever made that I've given up on. If I think I can go adjust a tag here or there, or go tweak something, I'll do it. And that's how some of those videos you go look and go, how in God's name does that have views, and is it still getting views? It's because I never give up on them. I wish they'd put it in cans. Do Shine is great, but you know what's not great? The crap they made after that, the clear one, the wannabe Sprite. I've even forgotten the name. Worst Mountain Dew ever. He didn't blow up real fast. Well, I mean, he blew up fast, but he'd been around longer than us. He built for a long time. It was a combination of things. A lot of people want to say it was because he was on Comedy Central, on Tosh. He was on the upswing before that. I'll tell you what never gets any credit is that video that CNN has of him where it's taking him very seriously, and then they run it up where he has a chief competitor and it's Joey. If you've never seen this, like Google Report of the Week, CNN or something, very well done. And I've seen that video everywhere, on every platform. I've seen it on Facebook. On Facebook at one point I saw it and it had hundreds of millions of views. On here it's up and down. The CNN version, I don't know how many views it has, but I've seen it everywhere. I think that has more to do with him blowing up than maybe even Tosh. It was super well done. I watched it, and then I went and got Q and I said, watch this. He watched it with me, and then I went and got somebody else, and I watched it 3 times in a row. That's, you know, I'm weird. But I really think that did as much for him as anything. Why would they even do that? It was so great. I bought all the stuff when I could. I don't know. Mountain Dew, man, I love them, but they've gone kind of greedy. The stuff that they did a while back. Now, let me find it. Got them here somewhere. Oh, like the black label, white label stuff was all right. But the spiked, I did not enjoy in any way, shape, or form. I really thought the spiked was a unique kind of garbage. I had people, though, that were like, you're completely wrong, man. It was awesome. No, it's not the same. Surge, that is. Well, hello, The Jug. Well, Mr. The Jug, we were talking about the secrets to getting views on YouTube. Yeah, I know. What do you know? You got 16 people watching. I didn't say the secrets to having more than 16 people watching. Secret number 1, don't do it early on Saturday morning. CNN has over 1 million. That's pretty good. But, you know, that's probably the same amount of people that saw Tosh do it. But I'm telling you, that report, like that video got around. I didn't even see it on YouTube until like months later. The other thing that helped him a lot, and I stick by it, it's not an insult because I've always said I was subscribed to him, I bet, before anybody else was, except for 12,000 people. But I was with him for a long time. YouTube loves this guy because, intentionally or not, he's G-rated. He's safe. And he's a character. He's something that they could build a brand around, intentionally or unintentionally. How do you build a brand around like KBD? Or Dame even? I understand Dame will argue all day, but I mean, if you're YouTube and you look at these guys, and God bless Joey, he just keeps plugging. He's a character, but... And then you've got a really skinny guy. That also helps. He's like the thin dude doing food reviews, so you don't have to be reminded there's a cost for eating this food. He wears suits. Dude, he was literally made in a factory to do what he does. My only worry is he's just going to get too big for food reviews. It kind of looks like it's happening. What was the other one? Not Surge. It was a cola. It was not the Mountain Dew, but it was like a cola. Jolt. Did you ever have the original Jolt back in the day? Like the early 90s, late 80s. I don't know how old you are. There's a reason the competitive eaters are that skinny, though. That actually takes muscle to eat that fast. Believe it or not, as I'm sitting here eating in front of you, I don't like to watch competitive eating. I had a Jolt last night, but it probably wasn't the same Jolt. At one point, before energy drinks, Jolt Cola was banned. Now, I don't know if it was banned like Four Loko everywhere, but it was banned in like my Tri-County area. You could not buy it. And to the best of my knowledge, all Jolt Cola had in it was caffeine. Like the Rockstar Punched that I drink now, the 240 milligrams of caffeine. Dude, compared to that Jolt was like a kid's drink. But nope, they banned it. Oh, twice the sugar. There you go. Twice the sugar, twice the caffeine. What a joke. I'm about to grade this sandwich, and we're going to call it a day, friends. Your thoughts on Crystal Pepsi? It was not the same Crystal Pepsi that once existed. I'll tell you why in a minute. And I'm not talking about the ingredients, of course, because now we're all healthy. The flavor was very different. The original Crystal Pepsi had a cinnamon taste. A real strong cinnamon taste. And like the only way I can get somebody to back me up on this, because we don't have one right now, is you go back and watch interviews of people at the time when it debuted. And I saw a few, because I thought I was crazy. I tried it and I was like, I don't remember it tasting this way, but God, that was a long time ago. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I thought it tasted like cinnamon. Not good cinnamon, not like Big Red or something, but like, just, yeah, that's why it went that way. And sure enough, there were people talking about it. You can find videos on YouTube of the day it originally debuted. It was a strong cinnamon taste, which I didn't feel the new one had. Did you guys get cinnamon from the new Crystal Pepsi? I'll say this. I made like hay while the sun was shining with that crap. I've got bottles of it. I boiled it. I put it in weird competitions with Skittles. I drank it. I don't know. We got like 5 videos. I'm going to wait till the market goes down and then make more. Squirt's not bad, but the thing about it is there's never an opportunity for me to enjoy some Squirt. I know. Right now, Greg. Any guesses on what I give the savory rotisserie, I forgot the name of the rest of the chicken, signature wrap from Subway? Let's look at the title of the video. Hard work. Oh, chicken Caesar. Here comes the grade, friends. Oh. Mm-hmm. You guys have been, oh, it's King Dev. Good to see you, King Dev. I was explaining this to somebody the other day, too. The vast majority of food you're going to eat, fast food, it shouldn't, most of it, oh, spit it out. Most of it shouldn't be below a 60 and most of it shouldn't be above an 85. So that leaves you like 25% to play with because, come on, you guys know, most fast food just is. If it was great, it wouldn't be fast food. If it was horrible, they go out of business. So it's all this kind of. But yeah, I'd give this a 79. You guys are in the ballpark. I don't like the texture of the chicken. I like the wrap. I liked everything else about it. I would probably go a different way with this. Have you guys seen, I don't know if anybody goes to Subway but me, and I go because they're open at this time of day. There are more signature sandwiches than my Subway is showing me. My Subway is showing me like the big 3, the 3 I've reviewed. But if you go on the website or if you go pull up pictures from other Subways, one of the signature wraps is a meatball wrap. I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it? What's up, Greg? What up, King Dev? You missed some exciting talk. Not really. Necro Banana. Dude, rewind the stream. I ate like a burrito this big, dude. You missed it. You missed it, Necro. If you ask for it, they have to make it, though. Now, this was actually, yeah, but oh, you're saying they have to make it. Yeah, they do. I just don't think for some reason they think it's going to sell here. It's a regional favorite. I don't know if it's this way now, but for years and years, you could get biscuit, not biscuits. You could get biscuit and gravy at McDonald's in the South, but if you went to like Colorado or the West Coast and pulled up and said, may I get a biscuit and gravy? They didn't have a clue what you're talking about. That was really the main thing I can think of that was regional with McDonald's. They didn't do much regional. I was waiting for you to tie that into where raspberry flavoring comes from. And that'll go back to that earlier butthole in the pool whole conversation. No, I didn't. Is there an extinct banana I'm not knowing of? Anybody? I missed that memo. I will go look it up now, and I will use it in a video. And the 14 of us that are watching this, we'll keep it to ourselves. I may give you credit. Or I may just say I thought of it myself. Nah, I'll give you credit. Banana flavoring in candy and pudding is from banana that doesn't exist anymore. Elaborate? Okay. Plant plague. Necro Banana do that. That's good, Necro. If you're going to name yourself after a damn banana, you should know some banana history. I didn't know there were different kinds of bananas. I have failed as a food reviewer. But wait. No, I haven't. I'm not a fruit reviewer. Is banana a fruit? I'm a fast food reviewer, so I'm still good. Fast food reviewers. We're an overweight, ignorant, slovenly lot of people that hate tomatoes. An undue amount of us own cats. There's a lot of backward hat wearing. There is a high instance in fast food reviewers of pro wrestling watching. Even people you don't think, like Joey. Go check it out. He enjoys the pro wrestling. It's kind of weird. Must be some kind of psychological profile. Maybe in the future, from birth, they'll be able to anoint you a YouTube food reviewer, and then you just don't have to go to school. You can just sit around and eat and get fat. That'd be a good life. Imagine if BK started to sell fried bananas. I bet they'd taste like the flame broiled meat. I bet they'd find a way to fit Cheetos into that. Oh yeah, I love Robert Dyer. I don't know how familiar you are, David. Like, about half the food reviewers on YouTube I hate, and about half I love. Robert Dyer is at the top end of the love spectrum. He just keeps going, and he don't give a damn. You got to respect that. And boy, does he ever. I'll be sitting, you guys, up all night, and you'll get the notification. Ding. Robert Dyer reviews like a Colt 45 beer. Hour later, ding. Robert Dyer reviews a TV dinner. Ding. Robert Dyer reviews Twinkies. Homeboy must just have a studio where he's just mass producing them. Szechuan sauce. Review was tops. Thanks. I appreciate that, David. Gordon Ramsay, that stuff. The burger is undercooked. Have you guys seen Gordon Ramsay? It's based on a whole show. Don't watch the whole video. Just the one where he goes to the jungle. And I have to watch how I say this because God, YouTube will just boot me for saying things about DRUGS. He goes and watches the manufacture of the white powdery stuff that you don't ski on. He watches it get made. It's like a 15-minute video. It's amazing. Just like, I guess you would go to YouTube and put in like Gordon Ramsay in the jungle. That would probably do it. But there he is being Gordon Ramsay, and this guy is cooking up the Coca-Cola right in front of him. And Gordon's doing his bit where he judges it. Classic. Yeah, it will open your eyes. Like, people that deal that stuff or sell it, they always tell you, well, it's natural. Man, I can't tell you how many acids and God knows what they poured on this stuff to make it white and make it that. I almost put down the straw to the Coke from McDonald's I was enjoying after watching that. This is why I need ambient mics, like those ASMR people. But I need them away from us so you don't hear us chew. So you guys can hear the weird friggin' sounds in this house that I'm the only one that's ever lived in, so it can't be haunted. You saw that? That's the most entertaining thing for my money he's ever done. Hands down, because I'm not a real big Gordon Ramsay fan. But then he had a TV show where they were in the UK. I think my UK guy may have bounced. But they were doing roadblocks for sobriety, and they had a device you could blow in that it was picking up the powdery stuff. I was like, where is this technology in the US where you have to go have your hair pulled or pee in a jar? They could just go blow in a pipe and tell you, if you were under the influence. Eating a can of Pringles. ASMR win. Never. Or so they claim. I'm with you on the so they claim. It was kind of like they were looking at people that were a little, and then putting the heat on them like, we know you did it. And the guy's like, yeah, I did. Maybe there's something to that. Way off topic, your thoughts on Toys R Us shutting down and the impact of the free world. Well, it's not done yet. The guy that owns Bratz apparently is the only person with any foresight in the world, because 1 in 5 Bratz toys that he sells comes from Toys R Us. So he is trying to rally the troops to save 400 out of the 700 stores that are going under. And you would think that the toy companies would realize and do something with him. But I don't know yet. It's weird how I can just spit that out, but I can't even tell you what's on the sandwich I'm eating sometimes. How long have you had that Greg Coke? I want to say 2014. I got really bored one day. It's easy enough to do. And you can skip like 50 videos at a time in this quest. Where, you put them in order, newest to oldest. I was going back one day, and I went back like 3 years, and it was still there. And I know I did. I tracked down the first appearance of that Coke. And for one thing, it was much darker. And I mean, like, noticeably so on the video. Like, you've probably seen this so many times you don't even realize that it's very clear. It was a lot darker, and of course, there wasn't that factor. For those of you asking, because it always comes up, this will get drank. There is 2 things that could occur, and they're both, one of them's pretty realistic, the other one, I don't think you would drink it at this point now. It's just kind of become like, how much to chug that Greg Coke? When it comes to one of the 2 things that need to occur for me to do that, I'll put up a number, Rick. I'm about to call it a day. I appreciate the 12 to 15 of you that have rode the hard way or the long way with me, fam. What does that even mean? But before I turn into Jason Callan, anybody know who Jason Callan is? He discovered live streaming. I'm surprised he hasn't popped up. He discovered it like 2 days ago. He sends me a message, hey, I finally live streamed. And then at one point yesterday, he did one that was like 4 hours, and then he did another one that was like 5 hours, and the live stream was like, hey, I'm cooking stuff, or hey, cleaning the floors. Before I get to that point, I think I'm going to call it a day. The 2 things, Rick, before I go. If we ever decide that we're done, like we're done, when you see me drink this Coke, that's a good indicator. That's the final video ever done. 1. 2 is this. If we ever hit 100,000 subscribers. And I'm telling you, the odds are very good that we're going to drink that Coke because we've gone out of business before we hit 100,000. Unless just some fluky garbage happens. Live streams are pretty popular. Yeah, they are, but people get fatigued from them. Like, you'll discover a new live streamer and they're really cool for a minute, and then like by day 3, because they don't like shorten it down, how many stories can they tell? How much can they do? And you feel like, you have that one friend that every story and you know what they're going to say next, and you almost don't need them. You can just be like, okay, this is the point where he would do that. That's where live streamers come if they take, unless they're playing games, because that's very different, or doing something. But like I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. I only know so much. I've only done so many things, but they were all awesome. Can't open it, dude. Kills the magic. Kills the magic. Now remember, it's not a brag. In fact, it's kind of me saying I'm a moron. I'm the same guy that with a straight face tells you I would not sell the Black Panther book that I didn't even look at for 23 years for $90,000 cash. I just wouldn't do it. I'm a stubborn a-hole. So I can't even really put a value on it. Now, of course, life's different, and if they backed a physical truck up and started stacking money up on the table, I bet I'd find a price pretty damn quick. But right now in imaginary money, man, I've invested a lot of thought into when that Coke's going to get drank. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Don't take an hour and a half to eat that, because then it's not as good at the end. Travis, you did put a down payment on it the other day. That's more than I can say for anybody else. So if I pass away, Quentin won't want it. Yes, Quentin. We'll put you in the will. It's yours. Cue up the mark on the video. Travis Cortez says, if I die before I drink this, he will drink it live for free. Thanks, Travis. And thank you. Have a good day, friends. Now I have to get up because it's a phone and turn it off from there. That's always awkward. I hate that. Our little Canon, we can push a button and look all cool and you just pose on the way out. But, screw it. Adios, friends. Here's a toast. We will be back Monday for sure with that live stream, or Sunday, and we plan on doing the Burger King sourdough. God help us. God help us all. Damn it, Travis. Wait. Travis, you get 2 minutes. Ask any question you want. I'll answer it. Because, you know, I could have been gone, bro. It's that quick. You get, like, any question you want answered. Now, I don't say I'll answer it correctly, Travis. Put your thinking cap on. That's why Travis gets the Coke, guys. I'm not easily bought, see? He didn't actually purchase anything. He put a down payment on a thought. That's some Tony Robbins shit right there. He may be gone. He doesn't, like, Travis has left the building. But I know where to find Travis. He'll hop over to the Facebook. Because, you know, that's where all the cool people are. Speaking of Facebook, Travis still has like 80 seconds left. Uh-oh. All right, Travis, I'll put a pin in it. I will let you know personally from Facebook the next time we're going to live stream, and we'll give you your moment. And then I'm going to finish up again, and I'm going to bail again. Here it is. I made that Facebook video yesterday. If you guys want to see, after I made the video, dude, I was just so talking smack about your live streaming. Guys, rewind the tape, Jason. I wouldn't say it if I didn't want you to hear it. I told them that you came up like 2 days ago and said, hey, I'm live streaming. And then like yesterday you live streamed like, what, 4 hours and 5 hours? And then you like live streamed building an ant farm or something? I bet, because I'm ending, if you guys really want to watch a live stream, I bet Jason's going to go live stream pretty quick. What are you live streaming today, Jason? Baking bread? Balloon animals? Anyway, go watch that Facebook video I made and then go see what Facebook has on you. I know everybody says they know. I should have made that video. It's disturbing. It is really disturbing what they keep track of when you see it in front of you, like as data. Yeah. If you want to go to our Facebook page and make friends, go make a fake one and use an alias. I'm sure, like, I really think like 50% of the people that follow us are fake. Not like fake people, but I mean like using fake names. Because the names, All right, Jason. I'm glad you got to see me. You guys have a good day. I I'm really leaving this time. Hell, my computer agreed. It just turned off. Q, where are you when I need you? Leave me here to die. Goodbye, friends.